First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Down, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Brady and the Bucs now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now, It's Cook, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Cook, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Vikings 3. Bradley Pinion.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 40.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
what you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Brady. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On second down, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. 16 yards, a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 53
Probably 92 speed and can't run. That's hard.
Tampa Bay.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Who would that keep missing the block on Barr? Come on, bro.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Man, dude.
Well, they take him down, losing yardage.
I don't get that. I don't block that thing.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes it likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. back to throw. Brady. This is Cole Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. I know that's counterintuitive.
All right, it made me move 2,000 plays.
But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
And 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
Tight. I thought I was going over there, didn't you? Cat. Something I thought I was going to go over there. Leave the scene open. Crazy. Crazy.